Hello, this is Anna of Transformative Destinations. Today I'll be offering a light language transmission with the intention of tapping into the power of the fall equinox and the full moon. We'll be working with these energies to support us in releasing or shedding old patterns that no longer serve us, ways of thinking and being that limit us as we expand. The growth happens in a spiral. So what happens is when we begin to expand, a lot of these energies and patterns will come up to the surface to be made conscious, and so that we become more aware. And in that awareness, we have more choice in the way that we respond to situations in our daily lives. And I personally am really cultivating the experience of being inspired to action rather than living in reaction. And in order to do that, I need to be so grounded, so connected to the center of the earth, Mother Earth, that the earth that has ascended, I connect to that crystalline grid, grounded, rooted in Mother Earth. And from that place, I can observe the world around me with clarity and in a space of inspiration and compassion, rather than coming from a place of fear and reacting to the different events that are happening around me that tend to be very overwhelming. And in our culture today, that seems to be it has become the more common way of being in this world. We are constantly fed information in the internet and the news media, and a lot of this information is really meant to keep us feeling very insecure and uncertain and hooked into feeding off that fear, feeding off that media, and of course it's we support those patterns and those structures, energy structures, which are very disempowering, because first of all, we don't even know if the information is correct. A lot of it is very selective and sensationalized, and engineered to create a response, which it ultimately leads to financially supporting all these media machines and platforms. And so for the person that is not in those situations, and for example, I don't live in Washington, I don't have a job in Congress, I'm not running for election, I don't need to be bombarded with all this information 24 hours a day. I can be aware of what's going on and make decisions and go to the voting booth on the day that I need to vote, but I don't need to be constantly bombarded and constantly emotionally stimulated and manipulated 24 hours a day. And so that seems to be the normal way of living in our society. And so it really is our responsibility to limit what it is that we allow, to just be very selective what we allow into our consciousness, and to be very clear our source of energy, like what are we tapping into? what is it that's feeding me? How am I nourishing myself? Am I nourishing myself with this kind of emotional roller coaster ride, which of course can be very entertaining and definitely take my mind off things. It's so much easier to focus on the drama outside of myself rather than really focusing on the transformation inside myself and the process, my spiritual process. Many times it is a relief to just kind of let go and get all caught up in the entertainment. But other times it can be oppressive, and I'm not able to feel what it is that I think and what it is that I believe in and what it is that I want to share with the world. I feel overwhelmed with this emotional discord. So it's very important in our times to be very clear, connected to that inner divine source and grounded to the center of the earth so that we're living in an environment that is conducive to our growth and that nourishes us so that we feel safe and secure and not blowing around like a leaf in the wind based on what the media is serving us in our daily lives. So I'm offering this light language. We're going to connect with the power of the fall equinox that is out with the old, in with the new. We're going to access energy streams that are nourishing and supportive of our process, that are not going to be distracting. They are going to allow us to focus on what's important in our daily lives. How are we functioning in our relationships, in our daily life? How are we dealing with our sensitivities? Some of us are super sensitive. And again, we need to take time to nourish ourselves, to feed ourselves with thoughts and feelings that are nourishing. We can choose. We have a right to choose how we feel, what we allow into our consciousness, how we expand, what vibration are we emanating into the world, how do we contribute to the expansion of consciousness, and how do we contribute in supporting the divine presence? How do we serve the divine presence in the world? And that is unique to each person. So it's very important for you to have that connection, that individual connection inside. And from there, from that place of strength and wholeness inside, then we can take inspired action and we can choose, okay, I am going to be involved. I feel passionate about supporting children who are going through transitions in their lives. And so I'm going to go out there and I'm going to support this group that offers services to children. And in that way, I am actually making a difference. I'm taking action. So rather than feeling overwhelmed and thinking about the suffering of children in, let's say, at the border, just being really upset about the suffering of children at the border, which is something that it's very distant. I'm not there. I really don't know exactly what's happening there. I mean, I know that they're telling me that certain things are happening on the news, but I don't know for sure that that's happening. Now, in my community, in my own home, I can assist children that are going through different things, and then I can actually make a difference. I can actually contribute. I am actually I am not feeding the, it's kind of like a hysteria and self-righteousness about the way that people should be treated. But it's very aggressive. It's very much talking and judging and making decisions about what's right and what's wrong. But in the daily life, what are we doing to support children? The ones that we do, that we are able to actually interact with. How do we support them? How do we alleviate suffering? How do we offer them guidance and nourishment? So for me, that is what I'm focusing on. How do I contribute? How do I stay focused and clear and grounded, and then take inspired action when necessary? So I am contained emotionally, and I have the energy to actually offer support. I'm not drained and overwhelmed and thinking about all these different problems in my mind, and and paralyzed as far as actually taking action. So that will be the intention for this light language, to have more clarity and to be grounded, and then to cultivate that practice of taking inspired action as opposed to living in emotional reactions. So let's begin. Take a deep breath. And make that connection to your own heart, the divine presence within you. And we just make the intention, we decide that we are going to connect to that source within. Take a deep breath. And let go. Put your attention on the vibration of the moon, that vibration of the full moon. Horawai shinisiki sakoro sunu kono kono shunu kowaya na kini shinike sadakoro kono kora kanaki. Sirike nisana kono sorokono sunoko shunoko sorko wayana. Shinikini senike shinike shiki. We are completing cycles that no longer serve us. Cycles, patterns of thinking and being and feeling that distract us from what's important. Horowaini shinesine kishika sorokono sunukushuko sowa. Kosowayani shinesine kishikisi kisini kishtokorowa. Focus on the heart and take a deep breath. Put your attention on the first chakra, the energy center at the base of your spine, and focus on the color red, ruby red. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, the key code. So the quantum light frequencies come forth to support us, to assist us in moving beyond the mind and the emotions. So these vibrational frequencies come forth in the form of colors and number codes. So visualize ruby red, and focus on the number 11. Horoaini shini siki shika soro kono shunu kusuwa ranayali shini siko sono kono sowa. Horoaini shini siki siki 252525. The Venus light. Horoaini shini siki siko soroaini shiniki. Kiniki shin kono sono koshuru kuwaya. Koroaini shini siki siki. And this energy of the Venus light is about really unplugging from the collective thought patterns and really coming to terms with you, just really being aware of who you are, what you believe in, being yourself, being the divine being that you are meant to be, fulfilling your mission and being connected with that mission. Oftentimes, we will disconnect with our own mission and our own purpose and get swept away into a collective movement. And many times we're doing it as a way to be safe, to feel safe. And we may get swept away in certain ways of thinking that really are not ours. So any kind of plugging into the collective that is not compatible with us individually, that derails us from our personal mission being fulfilled in this incarnation. So we're going to release that pattern of seeking safety in the group. And so we are going to find that security within ourselves first, and then we reach out to others and collaborate with others. Co-creation midwife 15, 15, 15. Horowaini shinisiki shi korowaini shiniki. Korosini shi kosorokono sunu shunoko. Horohini shi kesekorokono turuka. Turquana sana consono shunawa nashi. Sorowaini shinisino consono koso korsowa. Korsowana shini shini soro kono korowaini ki. Take a deep breath and let go. And we're bringing in a beautiful turquoise blue into that whole area of the root chakra. This is a new vibrational frequency, a frequency that supports us in seeking that inner connection first. And from that space of wholeness and groundedness, we then reach out to others, collaborate with others, co-create. Horowaini shinisekono sono koshu kwayani kishiki sikiniki. Harikanikana kono 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 waini shinike saniki 252525. Horowaini shinisono sono sono kusuru wai shini. And I'm seeing a beautiful golden light. And just allow that light to be absorbed. It's a turquoise and gold. And just allow that to be absorbed into every cell of your body. Your body absorbs this light just like a sponge absorbs water. Every cell is being filled and rejuvenated and revitalized. And the Divine Mother is coming forth to offer her blessing, her love, her compassion, divine nourishment. Purushwini shina kono soro sorwa nasini shina sono kono shino kono sorwa sorwana kana shina sono kono shikono sonowa sorwana mana shina sina sanawa sonowa sonomana na ni shino sorwana mana sorwana shino sono no wa ni shi. And just allow these energies to really ground you. Be aware of your connection to the earth. The 5D crystalline grid at the center of the earth. Just feel yourself rooted. Safe, you're secure. You have clarity. You know who you are. This is Anna at Transformative Destinations. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to share this light language transmission with you. If you'd like more information, or if you would like a private session, you may contact me at anna@transformativedestinations.com. And you can take a look at my website to see about upcoming retreats and programs that we are offering in the Delray Beach area in Florida. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful and blessed day.